Hello, welcome to this question for the AQA A-Level Accounting exam, May 2024, paper 1, is question number 12. This question is to do with errors, journals, and revised profits. So let's go through the information in the question. So Dina's draft trial balance at the 30th of April 2024 did not balance, and she found the following errors. So there are 4 errors. Right, number 1, the purchase account had been undercast by £800. Number 2, goods returned to a credit supplier of £40 have been correctly entered in the payables ledger, but have been omitted from the returns outwards account. Number 3, cash sales of £52 have been debited to the sales account and credited to the cash account. And finally, number 4, goods taken by Dina for her own use of £390 have been debited to both the drawings account and the purchase account. Right, 12.1, let's see what we need to do. Prepare journal entries to correct the errors, and dates and narratives are not required, so we will not be entering them in our solution. And there are 6 marks for this question. So let's do it one by one then, okay? So part 1, the purchase account have been undercast by £800. Now purchases are an expense. So purchases in general, they will always go on the debit side of an expense. If it's undercast, that means it's been undercast by £800, so it's too little. So we need to increase our purchase by £800. That's our expense, it's on the debit side. So we're going to debit purchase by £800. If no other account is incorrect, then we put the opposite side of the journal to the suspense account. So all other accounts are correct. So therefore, the suspense account we're going to credit with £800. So when we do our journal now, we want to have the debit entry first. So we debited purchase by £800, and we credited the suspense account with £800. Remember, the debit one comes first in our entries in our journal, and then the credit one comes second. Right, point number 2. Goods returned to a credit supplier of £40 have been correctly entered in the payables ledger. That means we don't have to touch the payables ledger, but have been omitted from the returns outwards account. The returns outwards account is also under the purchase returns account. So returns outwards account are on the credit side. That's our entries on returns outwards. Now it says the £40 has been omitted from it, so I'm going to put in £40 on the credit side. Now the payables ledger is correct, so therefore the other account then must be the suspense account. So I'm going to debit suspense account with £40. So my journal now, debit comes first. So we debit the suspense account with £40, and we credit returns outwards with £40 as well. So that's our journal for point number 2. Right, point number 3 now. Cash sales of £52 have been debited to the sales account and credited to the cash account. So I'm going to do exactly what it says here. So cash sales have been debited to the sales account £52. So sales account, I'm going to debit 52 and credited to the cash account 52. So these are my workings, these little T accounts. Now we know that sales should be on the credit side and money into the cash account should be on the debit side. So we've got to remove what we've got there. So to remove the credit of 52 in the cash account, we're going to debit the cash account by £52. And to remove the debit on sales of 52, we're going to credit that by £52 as well. So now the incorrect entry has been removed. Now we're going to put the correct entry in. So a cash sale means we've got money going into the cash account. So it's on the debit side, the money in on the cash account, 52. And the sales goes on the credit side. So we have £52 on the credit side of our sales account. So now we need to do the journal now. So the first journal was we removed the incorrect entry from the cash account. So we debited the cash account with £52. And we removed the incorrect entry in the sales account. So we credited it by £52 as well. Then we put the correct entry in. So it's this one here, the £52, cash account we debited 52. And in the correct entry in the sales account again was credit 52. So £52 there. Now it's possible, you could have done a whole lot in one go. You could have debited cash account with £104 and credited sales account with £104. But I'm showing you step by step how to do it. Right, the final point is point number 4. Goods taken by Dina for her own use of £390 have been debited to both the drawings account and the purchase account. So again, I'm going to do exactly what it says. So goods taken for her own use, £390 debited the drawings account. So £390 debit, that's what's happened. And also the purchase account, £390 debit. And the drawings account is correct. For goods for her own use, our debit drawings account. Now, purchases should not be debited by £390, so I need to remove the incorrect entry. So to remove the incorrect entry, I must credit it with £390. And as the drawings account is correct, therefore the debit side of the £390 must go to the suspense account. So £390 debit suspense and credit purchase £390. Just got rid of the incorrect entry on purchases. Now we need to put the goods taken for own use now so we can reduce our purchases. So to reduce the purchase, you're going to credit purchase by $390. And again, we're going to have to debit a suspense account by $390 as well. So our journal now then, what did we do first? So we debited suspense account first and credited purchase to $390. So we want the debit entry first, so $390 debit suspense and $390 credit purchases. We then did the same again to put the correct entry in. So we debited suspense with $390 and credited purchases with £390. Now again, you could have done it all in one go if you wanted to. You could have debited suspense with $780 and credited purchases with $780. I've done it step by step to show exactly how it's done. And this goes on into part 2 now. So let's look at part 2. So Dina calculated a draft profit for the year ended 30 April 2024 of £19,220 before finding the errors. So what do we need to do? So 12.2, calculate the revised profit for the year ended 30 April 2024 after correcting the errors found. Right, so the draft profit told us £19,220. Right, error 1. Let's go back to error 1. See how it has affected the profit. So error 1. Right, we've debited purchases in error 1 by £800. So £800 affects the income statement of the profit. Suspense has no effect on the profit. So we've increased purchases by £800. If you increase purchase by £800, our expense is going to go up by £800. Therefore, our profit will go down by £800. So we're going to have to reduce our profit by £800. So I've got minus £800. Right, error number 2. Let's look at the journal here. So again, suspense account has no effect on the profit. Returns outwards have been credited with £40. So that's going to increase our profits by £40 because it's a credit entry. So £40 increase the profits. Error number 3. Right, cash account is not affecting the profits. But sales. We credited the sales at a total of £104. So we're going to increase sales by £104. Our profit's going to go up by £104 as well. Increase profits by £104. And now the final error was number 4. What do we do in number 4? So again, suspense account has no effect on profit, but the purchase account does. So in total, we credited purchases by £780. That means we've reduced our purchase by £780. So expenses have gone down, so profits will go up by £780. So £780. So now we've got the revised profit then for the year ended 30th of April 2024. Combine them all together, and we get a revised profit of £19,344. So that's question 12 from the May 2024, paper 1, AQA A-Level Accounting. I hope you followed it okay, and I shall take care and speak to you next time. Take care then. Bye-bye.